Good afternoon, everybody. So today I am making pumpkin pie, not for Thanksgiving. I've talked about this before. We're not actually doing pie on Thanksgiving, but I just wanted to make it because we like it, and I have a lot of pumpkin that I want to use up, and I'm going to make pumpkin pie with my own pumpkin puree. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So this pumpkin was from our CSA. It was a small little guy. All I did was rip the stem off and cut him in half, which is the hardest part of this entire recipe. And then I scoop everything out with a grapefruit spoon. These are very handy. They have like a serrated edge to them. A regular spoon will work too. I've seen people use ice cream scoops too. Get all those seeds in as much as the guts out as you can. I don't put oil or anything. I just flip them over and put them on a piece of parchment paper, bake them at 350 for about, mine took about 30 minutes because it was smaller. You just got to check it. It will take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. You want the skin to look like it's deflating a little bit, and you can pierce a knife through it very, very easily. I usually do this, honestly, in my Instapot. I just lop the stem off and throw the whole thing in whole, cook it on high pressure for about 20 minutes. Take it out, let it sit on your counter, and just sit there and cool off till you can handle it. Then I cut it in half and scoop the insides out, and it works well too. But I just wanted to try roasting. I figured there might be a little bit of better flavor. I would normally say the skin obviously comes off so easily, as you can see here. And then usually I would put this in like a food processor, but I got rid of my food processor a while ago. So I'm going to use this manual food mill, and hopefully I will get enough to make this pumpkin pie recipe, which is the recipe from the back of the Libbys pumpkin can. Libbys pumpkin puree. The recipe on the back of that can is one of my favorites. I found it online, so I will link it below. The only change I do, because I always do one, instead of doing whatever the spices are, it's probably cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg maybe. I just use 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. Make my life easy, so then it's even less ingredients. And I'm going to start here in a second by making my lard pie crust dough, which is my favorite. So I'm just going to make one sheet of pie dough. Is that a recipe for 1 pie shell? I'm not doing 2 layers, if that makes any sense. I don't know what I'm talking about. I also have coffee going for my afternoon coffee, which clearly I need. So before I do that, I have my Thrive haul. I'm doing now, Thrive does the auto ship twice a month, which is super helpful because a lot of times I'd run out of stuff and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do just a little order. Sometimes I would, but having it every other week makes it a lot easier. For example, in this order, they didn't have any garbage bags left. I do have some garbage bags in my garage that I can use, but they're back in stock. Like sometimes they have stuff that goes out of stock and then it immediately goes back in stock. So I'm doing another order in a week. So that'll cover me, so I don't have to wait another month for those to come. And I've talked about Thrive like a bazillion times. They're kind of this, like getting Trader Joe's at home. You can have shop by all different types of dietary preferences. If you are grain-free, gluten-free, vegan, organic. I get a lot of the name brand stuff from Thrive because it's very inexpensive in my opinion. And I like to price shop, so things like stasher bags and even the Dr. Bronner's bars of soap, I can't find them cheaper anywhere else. And another one that I like is the Simply Mills brand, the cookies and whatnot. The sale price at Thrive, or the regular price at Thrive, is usually cheaper than the sale price at Target or even Amazon. So I really like them. There's a one-time annual fee. I'll list the price here. I believe it is $50. And I think it's well worth it. I definitely have used it probably every month minimum for the past year, and now I'm probably gonna do it every 2 months. It's a very nice service. I like it a lot. And if you're interested, I have a coupon code in the description box below. And let me just show you what I got so then I can then get into my pie crust. Okay, so here's everything that I got, including one more thing that is already in my fridge because Matt opened it last night. So let me zoom in and I'll show you everything I got and how much it costs. So this brand, of course, it's upside down. Enjoy Life is one of my favorite chocolate chip brands. They have just been going up in price with inflation like everything else. The other place I try to get them is at Target. Sometimes Target will have sales, but I just saw them the other day. I think it was at my grocery store, and these were $9 a bag, which is insane. They're 10-ounce bags. They are even marked school safe. These are the mini ones, 100% real chocolate. They are nut-free, gluten-free. I like them because of the ingredients, which is just cane sugar and unsweetened chocolate and cocoa butter. That is it. There's no wax or anything like that in them. So these are by far our favorite brand of chocolate chips. And did I say you had to buy a minimum of 3 bags? They're 10-ounce bags each. They're $6.11 each. $18.33 for all those chocolate chips. I do have quite a few still in my cabinet, so I don't know if I'll need any more, but I didn't buy any in the summer because they put cold packs in there and I just feel like that's not necessary. So I haven't been buying them. I try to restock in the cooler temperatures because of shipping issues. I talk about them all the time. I love Kaboo toilet paper. So this is a 9-count, $8.36. I do look at different toilet papers for the, what is this one? This is Bamboo. Thrive has a brand, Grove has a brand. You can get Kaboo on Amazon, but this is, like I said, 9 rolls for $8.36, so it's less than $1 a roll, and I can't really find that price anywhere else, so I keep buying them from Thrive. So this was $8.36. I think I already said that. I didn't take it out of the bag out of just laziness. I forgot. This is King Arthur whole wheat flour organic. This is a 5-pound bag, and it is $8.99. It is the organic one, that's why it's a little more expensive. I primarily use this for just baking projects. I keep it in my freezer. I don't have a dedicated whole wheat flour container. I wish I did. So I have this just on my freezer door, and I need to get another container is what I was trying to make my way into saying. It is getting colder here in Virginia, so I wanted to get some more beans for primarily chili. Actually, we do use this with just rice. I love me some beans and rice. Haven't had that in a while, but this is a 2-pack minimum purchase. They are already cooked. It's 10 ounces and they are $1.89 each, so I got them for $3.76. And I've liked their beans before. I used to get the dry ones and make them myself, but now I'm in the convenience stage right now, so I got these pre-cooked. I think these were on sale and I missed the sale by the time I actually ordered it, but I was like, whatever, I'll just get it. This has become one of my favorite coffee brands, this 4 Sigmatic. And they have a couple different kinds. I get the pre-ground one. They just changed the way this one looks. And this one is called Think. It's organic coffee with mushrooms, lion's mane, and chaga mushrooms for mental focus and energy. This one is a dark roast with notes of chocolate and nuts, and it's regular caffeinated. They do have a half cap that I do like as well, but in the morning I just need caffeine. So I got 2, what are these, 12-ounce bags. They were $18.33 each, so I spent $36.33 for the both of them. This one is hard to find by me, the Larabar Kids. My kids love these. I try to keep them primarily for when we're in the car running on trips because they're less messy than other things, but Paul especially loves these Larabar bakes. This is the cinnamon swirl one. There are 6 bars in here. This is $4.93. Like I said, they always have good prices on this stuff. And the Simple Mills too. You will not get that for $4.93 at Target. I doubt it. So anyway, I just stole those. I was like almost completely out of my Dr. Bronner soap, and I did do a price check with Amazon, and they're significantly cheaper Thrive than Amazon. So these two are primarily for laundry making. So I have the lavender one, $4.04, and I got the rose, this is Pure Castile bar soap, by the way, 5 ounces, and this is $4.04 as well. And then this is the time in the afternoon where I like my instant coffee. I got into instant coffee when I was pregnant, and it's just so easy. So I got the Thrive Organic Instant Coffee regular 3.53 ounce bag, $8.54. This was actually 40% off. That's why I got it. I already had one, so I just got it because it was on a really good price. This is something else I like to keep in my snack thing in my diaper bag is these Simple Mills crackers. These are the farmhouse cheddar. They're kind of like Cheez-Its, but I like these convenience foods because I could just put them in my diaper bag and go. So this is 6 packs for $5.69. Normally I don't get this just for around the house. I just get the bigger box. But like I said, I needed to restock my diaper bag snacks, so that's what that is for. I have my salad to break my fast every afternoon, and I love this brand of Epic Uncured Bacon Bits. They are in a 3 ounce bag, $7.12. This is new to me. I was using another brand for the longest time, Humankind, I believe. I do like them a lot, but they are a little on the pricey side, and I saw this and I was like, let me try it. We've used tablet toothpaste now for probably about 4 or 5 years. And I like it, I have no problem with it. It makes it really nice for traveling as well. If you've never used this, so you take one of these tablets and you just bite it and chew it for a couple seconds and then brush your teeth like normal, and it foams up just like regular toothpaste. So these are 90 tablets for $7.59. I also just got a restock on the Thrive Rosy brand of tissues. They're 100% recycled facial tissues in here, and you buy, I believe it's a minimum to and they are $1.89 each. So I got 2 of those for $3.32. So I needed some vinegar. I was completely out of balsamic vinegar, and I was like, well, let me make a dressing out of red wine. I couldn't find mine. So I think it expired and I threw it away. So here is the Thrive red wine vinegar, 16.9 ounce, $4.24. I'll come back to the balsamic in a second. The Thrive Organic Pumpkin is a really, really good deal. They are 41% off right now. 15-ounce can, just pumpkin, $2.37. So I'll use that for something else another day. And I mean, they last like a really long time with this. It's December 2025, so you can use that the next couple of years. We've been going through peanuts like crazy in my house. So I used to buy one of these for peanut butter. I've showed that before. I basically just take this whole thing, what are you, a 16-ounce bag. It's organic, dry roasted, salted peanuts. I just throw it in my Vitamix, grind it till it's the consistency you want, and it fits perfectly in a pint mason jar. Paul really likes that. I don't add sweetener or anything. I used to add oil, but lately I haven't needed to. It just give it, you need patience, and it grinds down. Anyway, Matt found these and started eating them, so now he likes them as a snack. So I got 2 of them. They are $6.64 each. So $13.28 for both of those. Here is the balsamic vinegar. Like I said, I was out. I actually got one. I think I got one in the last time as well, and I got this. So now I have a backup. This is $8.07 for 16 ounces. And here is some more of the Dr. Bronner's soap. This one is the unscented. Is it called Baby? It is. So Baby unscented, and that's what I use them for. I use these for my kiddos. So I just got 4 just so I have them. I thought I had some the other night and I was like completely out of stock. They are $4.04. All the Dr. Bronner's bars are. So I got 4 of these, $16.16. And then the one thing that I had to grab from my fridge, Matt opened this last night, the Thrive Organic Yellow Mustard. We were out of 12-ounce squeeze bottle, $3.32. Okay, so this is the same pie crust I told you about before. We did with the pecan pie. And I talked about how I would use this Fatworks pork lard that I got from Thrive, and I'm literally never turning back. It makes the most amazing pie crust. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 3/3 cups, or 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm just using the 1/3 cup because I need a 1/3 of a cup of lard, and I don't feel like washing 2 different measuring cups. I also am going to add in just a pinch of salt. I did it with the pecan pie, and I felt like it needed it, in my opinion. Matt had no opinion on the matter, so I'm going to add, for this size, like a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Even less than that, a very scant 1/4 teaspoon. So now I'm just going to fill up my 1/3 cup measure here with lard. I don't know if I have enough in this jar, but I do have another one right here, ready to go. I do actually own one of these. Should we try using it? I don't usually use this that often, but. And now I'm going to add literally ice cold water, just a tablespoon at a time till it starts to come together. And the reason why I use this big bowl is I'm just going to knead it in this bowl. So let's get this in here. And the way you can tell it's ready is if you can squeeze it and it holds its shape. So honestly, I think that's there. It doesn't look like it is. If it needs water, it's just a little bit. So I'm gonna see if I can pretty much gather all of this into a ball, which I think I might be able to. So that was only 1 tablespoon. You can do this on your countertop too. Nice clean bowl, nice piece of dough. And I am just going to put mine in some beeswax wrap. This one I believe is Thrive. And I'm going to chill it for about an hour or so. And then we're going to roll it out and put it in our pie pan. And then we'll just make the pie right there. I'm not gonna par bake my crust at all. Throw it all in at once. Good to go. So I'm gonna chill this for an hour. So I went ahead and used the food mill and processed the pumpkin. It was a little shy of 15 ounces. It was about 12 ounces. The recipe is looking for 15 ounces, so I just kept that. You could add a little bit more if you want to, but I figured it would be fine. I added 3/4 of a cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Then I went ahead and added 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, 2 eggs, and then 1 can or 12 ounces of evaporated milk. Mix everything really, really well. Okay, so clearly something has gone wrong. I don't have enough dough for my pie crust. It looks awful, I don't really care. We're gonna go with it. I'll have to rewatch the footage from when I made this pie dough. I had to have shorted the flour and the ingredients and just not been paying attention, which is very possible, because I literally barely have enough dough. You can see how thin it is. Matt's not gonna care though, because he doesn't like pie crust to begin with. So I don't know where I went wrong with the pie crust, but it's fine. I'm doing one of those like push-in pie crusts essentially. I'm hoping that the filling doesn't overflow. We're gonna see what happens. We're just gonna go with it. It's not perfect, but it will get eaten. And now I'm gonna go ahead and pour this into my pie pan. And I can tell you already, it's probably gonna be too much, hopefully. Maybe not. I am not gonna overfill this. That's as far as I dare. There's a little bit left, but it's fine. We're gonna see how much of a train wreck I created here. And the recipe says 425 for 15 minutes, reduce the temperature to 350, bake 40 minutes until knife inserted in the center comes out clean, and then cool for 2 hours before you eat. So now I'm going to very carefully take this to my oven. So the pie is right there cooling, and I figured out what I did. I had a 1/4 cup measure in my dishwasher, which means I did 3/4 of a cup of flour and 1/4 cup of lard instead of a cup of flour and 1/3 of a cup of lard. So the devil's in the details. I was just very flustered. I'm always flustered. I don't know. It's fine. We're gonna eat it. Matt doesn't like crust anyway, so it's a win-win. It's fine. I'm going to let that cool 2 hours. It's gonna be 6 o'clock. That actually might time out perfectly for when we're done with dinner. Matt's on his way home. We're gonna have dinner in a little bit, and then I'll slice up that pie and have some. If I have some, I'm gonna have some whipped cream on it. And if Matt has it, he does not like whipped cream, so we shall see. But I've made this recipe a bazillion times, and it's absolutely delicious. I'll leave everything in the description box below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me some comments below. Absolutely love hearing from you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.